What's going on, guys? Kyle with Finance Bro here. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the recent all-time highs we've been hitting in the market and maybe the possible pullback that could happen. Now, before we get into the speculation and analysis, I would love if you guys would hit the like and subscribe button. It helps the channel out immensely, and it reminds you that there are always new videos coming out every single day on this channel. Plus, it helps you not miss out on any of the videos we upload and definitely keeps you on the right track. But other than that, let's get right into this analysis. If you're at all involved in the stock market, you've probably heard of a lot of talk about a possible pullback that could be coming to the market very soon. It seems some investors don't think too much of it, and there's not really much fear, while other investors are trying to prepare for the worst. Now, I like to explain things on a very base level, so that way new investors that watch this video and subscribe to this channel will be able to understand everything I'm talking about in this video. For those of you who don't know, a pullback is basically just when the market is red. It's when stocks sell off and there's a loss to be had. This is also sometimes called a correction. Now, of course, pullbacks happen all the time in the markets. We see it when it reaches all-time highs, and then all of a sudden it drops off a cliff for a little bit and then goes back up and then drops off, and it does that over and over again. The markets will always have pullbacks within them, but the larger pullbacks and even crashes are the ones that we're talking about today. You see, it seems to me that a lot of people are very unsure with what the market is going to do in 2021 and beyond. The pandemic was an absolute sideline hit that nobody expected last year. Hundreds of thousands, even millions of people lost so much: their jobs, their income, their health. The world was in a very grave place last March, and you could definitely tell when you look at the stock chart. Now, what's so strange about this is that since March has happened and the pandemic crash hit, we've seen an almost full recovery in almost every single sector of the market. Very few stocks are still trading below the levels they were trading at during the pandemic. It's incredible to me that these stocks have been able to rebound so much in so little time. We keep seeing new all-time highs being hit every single day on almost every single sector, and we have to wonder, when is this going to end? Because as great as it is that the markets are doing absolutely amazing and they continue to hit all-time highs and they continue to break records, you have to wonder when this is going to end. Stocks can't just go up forever. There has to be some point where they're going to sell off a bit or they're going to crash. I can't predict it. You can't predict it. The best financial analyst on Wall Street can't predict it. You see, the thing about markets is that they're very hard to time. It's great to have time in the market versus timing the market. To try and figure out when these pullback and crashes are going to happen and try to anticipate and short the securities that it's going to affect is even more difficult. So you're probably wondering, why am I even making this video to begin with? Well, even though they might be hard to predict, people have done it in the past. Just look at Michael J. Burry with the housing crisis in 2008. It is possible, if you look at the numbers and have a very good understanding of what's going on in society and the catalysts surrounding the current events of the modern day, you can figure out when there will be a pullback, or at least have a very good understanding of why the markets are doing so well or why they shouldn't be doing so well. And that's why I'm making this video today, to talk to you guys about that. You see, to me, it doesn't make sense that some of these stocks and securities continue to rise, continue to push forward with almost no reason behind it. What if the cause of this bull run isn't great economic standards, but rather a multitude of other things that have built the markets up in a different way than they normally would be? Think about the amount of money that the Fed has been printing lately. Think about the amount of money that the Fed has been printing lately, creating stimulus payments for people all the way since March and now up into the recent times in January of 2021. The American dollar is beginning to become not as valuable as it used to be. We're seeing cryptocurrencies begin to skyrocket. What if social media is one of the key players in the market conditions? Just look at all these new creators on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram trying to tell you how to get rich quick or giving you different side hustles to do, like investing. And just look at a subreddit, Wall Street Bets, that drove GameStop over 200% in gains on a stock that really has no business being that high. What if the market is artificially built up and not naturally grown off great economic standards, but rather a bunch of fake stuff? This is of course a theory, but it does seem like a reasonable one to consider. We're living in some of the most unprecedented times in the world, and it seems like around the corner there's something new that we thought impossible now turns possible every single week. Who knows what's going to happen in the world tomorrow, or in a month from now, or a year from now. But one thing I do know is that this market is very, very overbought. And for those of you who understand basic economics, what happens when a security or an asset is overbought? It becomes oversold. When a security becomes oversold, it turns red, it goes down in value. And that's what these pullbacks are made of, and that's what could be happening. Again, I should mention I'm not a financial analyst. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research before you invest in any asset or security, but this is something interesting to talk about and think about. And of course, I should mention I'm not trying to predict the crash. I'm not trying to predict a pullback or a major correction. I have no idea what's going to happen. These are simply some thoughts I wanted to share with you guys that I was having the other day that I think are relevant to the current situation that the world is in. This video is not me telling you to do anything with your assets either. Talk to a financial advisor, do your own research. Don't listen to us. We do not provide financial advice here, and we do not tell you guys to do anything. You guys do that on your own. We have nothing to do with it. This is all for entertainment purposes only. I'll leave this video off with a quote by Warren Buffett that I think is very relevant to this video today. When people are fearful, be greedy. When people are greedy, be fearful. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video, it helps out a ton. This is just an interesting video I wanted to try out, a little bit of thought process behind the market. If you guys like these types of videos and if you want me to talk more about things like this, make sure you guys leave a comment below. I'll be reading all of them, taking a look at them, responding to whoever I can respond to. And overall, I just want to say thank you guys for all the growth and amazing support you guys have shown in all the videos and all our social media platforms. We are incredibly grateful for the audience that we have. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.